Hello and welcome back. In this video here, we are going to 3D print the plastic version of the candy bar that we molded in the last video. Sorry, not molded, but what did we do with it? We 3D modeled it. Molded, yeah, close enough. You get the idea. So where our last video ended, I believe we downloaded an STL, and I have since transferred that STL file onto a USB drive, and that USB drive is plugged in now to the laptop at the front of the class that is connected to the UPrint printer. Okay, so on that laptop, this is the home screen, and the program we use is Catalyst, and we want to use this one right here. There's two of them on here for some reason. This one out here in the middle, 4.5, the newer one. The interface looks like this. To get your STL in here, you're just going to go up here to File, Open STL, and navigate to your USB drive. Go into my STL files, and then double-click on Candy Mold. All right. Now, you might get a question about changing units. I did the first time I loaded this up. And so let me go ahead and make this over here on the right. It says STL units. I'm going to say inches. And here you can see how it's interpreting my, sorry. I'm going to click and move around here. Controls are a little different. You can see how it's interpreting my candy mold relative to this little box, which represents the space inside the printer. And so down here it says STL size in inches. Currently it's 76 inches long, right? That is taller than me. So I think I'm only 71 inches tall, and I don't fit inside the UPrint. So what I'm going to do is change this back over to millimeters, and I honestly don't know why this says STL units in millimeter. But down here it says STL size in inches, and I can check the size. And I can see, if you remember in our design, it was 3 by 1.5, right? And so there it is, 3 by 1.5, and we made it a 1/2 inch tall. And then we put 100 thousandths high lettering on there, so the lettering goes up to 0.6. Okay, so now that I have that in there, I can use the wheel of my mouse to zoom out, and I can see that it's laying nice and flat on my build plate. So what I'm going to do next is come over here to where it says model interior, and I want to make sure this is set to sparse low density. Okay, we don't have a lot of control with this particular 3D printer, and even on low density it's going to be very dense. I only want one copy, and I don't want to change the scale, so this should be on 1. Okay, now move myself up here. And down here, there's a button that says Add to Pack. So I'm going to press Add to Pack. And this will take just a second to figure out toolpaths. You can see the little blue bar at the bottom of your screen doing some things there. That's all very normal. Okay, and now it says Added CMB. Okay, so what I can do is go up here to the top, and I'm going to click on the Pack tab. And right there, I can see this is a top view of my UPrint build plate, and right smack in the middle is my candy mold. All right, so I have some extra space, and you can actually insert, you could get a couple people's molds on here all at one time. So if you wanted to do that, if you had them all on the same flash drive, after this shows up here, you just go back to General, go File, open the next one, make sure your settings are correct, tell it to Add to Pack, and then you would be able to come over here and see, okay, here it is, and it's all the different things are on here. You could probably get 4, maybe 5, 6 of these parts in there at a time. All right, but I'm just going to do this one for now. So the pack is finished, and now all I need to do is press the print button. All right, and that sent it over to the printer. And so now I just need to look at the printer screen, and there's going to be a couple prompts on there and a couple of buttons to push to get this thing started, and that is that. So we are printing on the UPrint.